Imagine you had to write some instructions for workers in a paint factory. So you might think about, so you have a list of instructions. You might think, okay, first I'll write the worker mixes the paint. Instruction number 1. Number 2, the worker pours the paint. The worker switches on the machine. Now think about, maybe you don't want to say the worker each time. It's not that important. It doesn't matter who's carrying out the action. The main focus is on the paint and what's happening with the paint. So what you do, how would you tackle this then? So you would make the paint the focus of the sentence. So you would say the paint is mixed. You could say by the worker if you like, but it's not important. So instruction number 1 would be the paint is mixed. The paint is poured. The machine is switched on. So you're focusing on an object. And this is called the passive, where you're not interested in who carried out the action. So just coming to my whiteboard. So this is also a good chance to revise all the important tenses. So we're going to look at an active sentences and then the passive version. So this is often what you might get in an exam. So we'll do a quick rundown of the main tenses. So an example present simple sentence that's active. Sarah switches on the coffee machine every morning. Present simple. Past simple, Sarah switched on the coffee machine yesterday. Present perfect. What would be the present perfect version of that sentence? Sarah has switched on the coffee machine. So it's already switched on and the status now is that it's on. Okay, will. Sarah will switch on the coffee machine later. So in the future. Okay, and there's just one more example tense. So Sarah should switch on the coffee machine. Otherwise we can't have a cup of coffee. We're all waiting. So present simple, past simple, present perfect, will. Actually, it's a phrasal verb. It's switched on is the whole verb. So I'll just for completeness, but it doesn't really matter. Should switch on. Okay, so and then we'll think about, well, what would be the passive version? So we don't care about Sarah. We just want to focus on what's happening with the coffee machine. So present simple. The coffee machine is switched. Past. The coffee machine was switched on yesterday. Present perfect. The coffee machine has been switched on. Say bye Sarah, but we're not really interested, Sarah, so we just want to know about the coffee machine. The future, the coffee machine will be switched on later. And the last one, the coffee machine should be switched on. Okay, so how do we form the passive? How do we form it? If you can you see a pattern? So the pattern, which verb is this? is present simple, was past simple, has been, will be, should be. They're all the verb to be in the same tense as the active sentence, plus we call it the third form. So switched on is the third. If you look at verb tables in the back of a dictionary, you've got the infinitive, the second form and the third form. The second form is simple past, third form past participle it's called. So to be in the same tense as the active plus the third form of the verb. Okay, so because will and should are followed by the infinitive form of the verb. So will, switch on is the infinitive, so here it's the infinitive form of to be. Okay, so that was a summary of passive tenses which are formed with to be in the correct form plus the third form of the verb. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.